Our project Tårnkvartalet is a kind of mixed-use public building in a new or developing neighbourhood in the west of Oslo. So it's a combination of a new high school, public theatre, library and clinic.
Well, first of all, it's a huge honor to win the prize. It gives extra motivation to, especially in the phase we are in now in the project, where you sort of continuously have to keep the focus on the ambition, level of ambition in the project. So I think it gives a good spirit to the team. Not only on the architect side, but on the whole Skanska, the entrepreneur, the municipality, Bærum kommune, and everyone working in the project.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it came at a particularly nice moment. The project was always going to go ahead, but it came to a point where, like all projects do, budgets had to be considered, cost cuts brought into play. And I think winning the award kind of gave it this impetus to actually, for the client and us as designers, to sort of see this as a very important public building and to kind of realise those ambitions even within this kind of tighter economic framework that we've now got. So it's been a boon to the team, I would say. Yeah, I guess as architects, you're always somewhat maybe struggling sometimes to justify architecture in its own right. That it's a bit subjective what is good and what is maybe mediocre. So I think getting a kind of international recognition that this is a very interesting project, that its ambitions are very important. I think that's a very important thing for us actually, to just almost get that kind of credibility to the work we're trying to do for the client.
I think it's also sometimes it's important for the client to be reminded that their ambitions are actually quite high, and it's not at least this project is not your everyday school project or cultural project, especially not in Norway. So I think that's and I think it's important with these awards that sometimes you just get a little bit off the your sort of table and away from your computer to sort of realize people are paying attention to what you do. That's always nice.
Been very positive for us. I mean, it had a very tangible benefit to keeping that momentum of our project going. Like Philip said, kind of giving that client the confidence that what they're doing is of value and that people appreciate it. So for that reason alone, as well as it's always nice to win an award, of course, it's been definitely worth doing. So I think, particularly when projects are at that early stage and quite maybe vulnerable to being realised, I think getting that early recognition is, it's been very beneficial, I'd say.